Hey family, it's Regina. Welcome. This is your first time. Welcome back. As always, if you're coming to hang out with me again, appreciate you being here. My story, very quickly, is I was in the middle of a declutter, massive rehome of approximately 1,000 bottles down to 300 bottles because a year and a half ago, Spirit put it on my heart that I needed to do it on social media in the last couple of months. Spirit has also put it on my heart that I will be relocating to Italy in possibly spring of 2025, if not sooner, and I can only take 100 bottles with me. There can only be 100. Cue the Highlander theme. I am going through the fragrances up here. I'm going to say what they smell like on first sniff. We're going to let them dry down. We're going to come back. I'm going to say what's going to stay, what's going to go, or what's going to get the green, what's going to get the red. Green meaning possibly it comes to Italy. Red meaning it definitely isn't coming. I'm going to have to be ruthless. Let's get started. But before we do that, welcome. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. It's December, the month of all holidays. First house we're going to work on is Montal, and this is Montal's Chocolate Greedy. Obviously, it's a very heavy chocolate scent. This is actually a tester, so you don't take the little emblem off. You just spray. This is one of the things I don't like about Montal. That's aggravating. It is a semi-sweet chocolate with cookie or lemon. It reminds me of a cookie. Ristretto Intense Cafe. This is a very strong coffee, but not a nice coffee. Just a strong coffee. I don't think I would ever consider this a Dunkin' coffee. I don't have high hopes for that one. Vanille Absolu. I have a problem with this house because I don't like the bottles. I don't like the way they feel. I don't like the fact you can't see how much you have left. I don't like those little nicky-nacky things. It just makes noise and just clutters everything up. I wish they would just do something for the price. I just wish they'd come up with something a little more elegant and classy. Is a very simple vanilla. It is reminding me of some of my other vanillas. But even now, as I'm spraying it after, a minute, it's not strong. The last one in this group is irritating. Arabian's Tonka. Remember this one being a lovely fragrance? Oh, that's gorgeous. But it has that hint of, again, I call it the Middle Eastern musk because I don't know what it is that is so distinctive to me, but it is very similar to the scent, the musk, the note that is in a lot of the Tiziana Terenzi fragrances. Yeah. Yeah. The house of Sylvain Delacour, and this one is Vanori. Sylvain Delacour is a French woman who was at Guerlain for many, many years. She was a creative director, and she went out on her own, and she has a line of fragrances that exemplify musk in various forms. This is a vanilla line in various forms, and then she has a orange blossom. This one is Vanori, which is one of the vanillas. Oh, this is green. Must be the green vanilla. There's some, it's just green. Vahina is another vanilla. Again, they all begin with the letter of the note that she is expressing. This is a fresh vanilla. I would say that there's the note of vanilla, but there may even be orange blossom in here. Beautiful. Osiris. This is the one that has the note of orange blossom, the note that she is expressing in various forms. Oh, that's a beautiful sprayer. Nice and wide. Oh, this is gorgeous. It smells like youthful orange blossom. It smells like it would be on a young woman in her 20s. It's youthful. There's some floral in there. This is a beautiful floral fragrance. This is the house of Perfumes de Marly. And for someone who had all of their fragrances, I think I've done a really good job. I'm down to 4. 4 I have left. Safenad. I don't even need to spray this, you guys, because this is one of my top, I don't know, for life. It's in the 100 for sure. Delina. And I'm actually surprised I kept Delina because I don't think I particularly like that whole rhubarb lychee thing. Let's see what my first sniff is. Kind of like a plastic doll head. There's a little rose, but it's the other notes, maybe the lychee and the rhubarb, that are actually talking to me right now. Delina La Rosée. And it's so interesting how this got so much hype last year. All of them did. And everybody was, when I first came into the whole FragCom on YouTube and watching videos and everything, everybody was talking these up. And then they sort of quieted down on it. I'm not really sure what happened. Not that they're bad or anything. Obviously they're not. It's just, people moved on to the next latest and greatest thing. This smells like rosewater, meaning I get an aquatic note in here, a slight rose, like the morning dew kind of rose, but definitely rosewater. It's very, very light. And then the fourth one that I still have is Altair. It's a man's fragrance, supposedly catered to men. Women are eating it up because it's beautiful. It's got spice in here, but there's some vanilla in there too. That is such a pleasure to smell. Le Monde Gourmand. It's inexpensive. It's easy to find. Papaya Tropique. Now you're only getting 30 mils for $25. To get it on sale, you might be able to get it for like 17 or so. I think I had more, and these are the ones I chose to keep on my first round of declutters. These are my favorites of the group. This is a juicy papaya, so it's a very sweet, fruity scent. So guys, I have a question for you. For those of you who are graying, because you know how I'm letting my gray hair grow out. Have you noticed that if you are graying, is silver looking better for you? They basically say as you get older, the white around your face or the gray makes silver appear better. I have always been a gold girly. I'm probably a winter or jewel. What is it when you can wear really vibrant colors? Tonight, as I was getting ready, I just, for some reason, with my lovely little sweatshirt, you can't see it, but it's another one of the Dinah Smiles. Yeah, I have a couple. I do. You can go see me wearing it this month too. But when I was putting myself together to film, I just felt like silver was looking better, and especially with the fact that I'm really gray here. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm just curious. Are you finding that you're gravitating more towards silver? Miel Bebe. I love the name of it. This should be honey. This smells like a little soapy. I can't say I'm getting a whole lot of honey here. Just soapy. Mais soufflé. I'm not even going to try to translate that because I would say but soufflé, and I don't know what that means. But I don't think that's what it means. I think I'm missing what the may is there. This, maybe the may means corn, because honestly it smells like Fritos. Yeah, it smells like Fritos with some sweetness coming up, but definitely that first spray was Fritos. I like Fritos. Now, that is not giving anything away because I don't know. Do I want to smell like Fritos or I just want to eat Fritos? Yeah. Okay. You guys know me so well. I want to eat them. Sal caramel, which is salted caramel. And that's what I do like about this line, is that their fragrances really do lean in the, obviously, the gourmand world. The gourmand makes sense. It's nice. I'm just going to go with it's nice. It's not an overwhelming fragrance. I can't say that I would get salted caramel out of that. It's sweet. Sucre du coton. Cotton candy? Cotton sugar? I have no idea what that translates into. Really pretty green color. I like the color. I kind of think this should have been cotton candy. This is what it's smelling like, but then something I don't like. It smelled good on initial spray, and then it went kind of funky. All right, this is Vanille Brilliant. Brilliant Vanilla. This is signed by someone, so I think this might have been a little bit more expensive. I can't even describe this. It smells a little nutty, a little vanilla. This might be a nice scent of the night, i.e. going to bed scent. It's nice. You know, my favorite word, inoffensive. That would be that. And then the last one in this group is Chocolat Hazelnut. I gotta be honest, I'm not a hazelnut person. I don't like Nutella. I don't like hazelnuts in general. But I do like nuts and fragrances. This could surprise me. Nope, no surprise. Not that I didn't like it, I didn't get anything from it. Let's do two of Nishios. These are the two that I've left. Absolute Aphrodisiac. Now these are going to be obviously a little stronger than the Le Monde Gourmand. And you could argue about what do you expect for 25 bucks, but it's an eau de parfum. I expect you to give me an eau de parfum. This smells like cinnamon, a heavy dose of cinnamon on that first spray. That's kind of all I'm getting. For that first spray, I'm just getting cinnamon. Atomic Rose. And if you saw my top Middle Eastern fragrances for fall and winter, you know one of my absolute favorite is the dupe for this, the Inspired by Infinity Rose. I love that fragrance. Love the rose in it. And I'm going to be totally honest and tell you that I love that more than I love this, even though that's the Inspired by. This has that Middle Eastern musk that you know I don't like. I don't know what to say other than I don't like it. So there you go. Let's see what the dry down gives me, but not really hopeful. Because I've already said that Infinity Rose is one that I would like to keep. And then I got a couple of just lonely ones over here that we're just going to go through as well. This is the Taliaferro Room 129. Ooh, lemon. Bubblegum. Bubblicious. That's it. First spray, I'm getting just bubblicious bubblegum. Hana out of London. This is Strawberry Delight. This was the only one out of all of them I had that I actually kept. But the other thing you guys have probably seen, that strawberry and me, it's a hit or miss. As much as I love the thought of the note of strawberry, it's just not something that seems to captivate me when I spray it. Ooh. There is no strawberry in this whatsoever. It is chocolate. Maybe it's a chocolate-covered strawberry. I'm a little taken aback by that because I had forgotten the chocolate note that is so dominant in that fragrance. And then this last little one is from Versatile, and this is a roll-on. This is Croissant Cafe, but please don't let me hate this because I'm putting it on my skin. I'm putting it on my skin. It's really glossy. Lots of oil in here. I know I did too much, but let's see what happens. It smells nothing like croissant. It smells like a coffee. Oh, if I had read the back, I would have known that. It's coffee, cappuccino, gourmand, creamy, toasted, woody, buttery, hot. Well, I'll be damned. Okay, I'd never read the back. What I will tell you is that this is a much, much, much better coffee smelling fragrance than the Ristretto Intense Cafe by Montal. Much better. The coffee smells like it's a good brew. There was no croissant in there at all. I didn't get any butter. I didn't get any bread. The last house I'm going to do is Navitus. You guys have watched me for any time. You know that Navitus and I, again, we had our moments. It's a very tempestuous relationship. Venom of Love. This smells like Jergens lotion to me. With a little cherry. So maybe chocolate and cherry? I believe Venom of Love was Paulina Shar's first fragrance with Navitus. Chocolate Queen. This is Gabby Loves Perfume's first fragrance with Navitus. It's a beautiful chocolate scent. It's not a very sweet chocolate or milk chocolate. It's chocolate. Maybe there are almonds in here. I believe there's liquor, like maybe cognac, brandy. It's almost like a hot chocolate that's been made with alcohol and milk. And here's her next one, Baklava Royale. Beautiful bottle. This is where she is doing a baklava, which is just a honey pistachio juicy Turkish dessert. I'm getting the barest hint of something. Now, I remember when I first bought this, I am getting honey, flaky crust, maybe some nuts, maybe pistachios. But when I first got this, it was so beautiful. I'm kind of surprised that it seems a little weak right now. Ultimate aphrodisiac. I'm putting them all together because to me it's all the same house, just two different lines. I tend to prefer this Vivamore line to the Navitus. They have more gourmand fragrances in Vivamore. It's just another chocolate. This is more chocolate covered nuts. So the nuts are a little bit more dominant in this fragrance than like in Chocolate Queen or even in Venom of Love. Choco Exclusive by Vivamore. This smells like something green. My initial thought was it smelled like celery. Still very green. Vivamore Caramel Pop. This came out when everybody was doing their impression of popcorn and caramel and salted popcorn and buttered popcorn. Everybody was doing their own thing. This is very much a caramel popcorn, like Garrett's out of Chicago. You can get the caramel, you get the hot butter sweetness, you get the pop. Raised Spirits by Navitus. This, interestingly enough, as I'm smelling it, is very much similar to Baby Cat. Just not as potent, not as strong. Baby Cat, Oh the Audacity, The World According to Author by Penhaligon. Was it a dupe? Is it intended to be a dupe? I don't know, but that's very similar to those three fragrances to my nose. Navitus, The Embrace. Is vlog supposed to be every day? That ain't happening. I don't know what this is. It's reminding me of like nut toffee, a burnt toffee. Is Vivamore Creme Esquisse. I don't know what this is. I don't like it. I'm backing away from it. Okay, we're just going to call this one and say no. That's a red. Here we go. Rapid round. Chocolate Greedy? No. Ristretto Intense Cafe? That's a no. Vanilla Absolute? There's nothing on this stick after the dry down? That's a no. Arabian's Tonka? This is absolutely gorgeous, but in the dry down, that Middle Eastern musk has just stepped right up. This is a no. Benori? No. Too green. Lahina? No. Slightly less green. Osiris? Yellow. It's a maybe. I don't remember all of my orange blossom fragrances. There may be one that I prefer or two that I prefer. Delina. No. Delina La Rosée. That's a yellow. I like the aquaticness, the very light, and the rose is not overbearing. Altair. Yes. Papaya Tropique. No. It didn't last. There's very little scent on the stick after Miel Bébé. This just went to smelling very soapy and there's very little on the stick. So I guess I could make the judgment that these fragrances don't really last, and they definitely they're not going to be powerhouses whatsoever. Mes Soufflé, the Frito stays in the dry down. I'm going to say yes to this just because it's interesting. Sel Caramel, so no. Sucre de Coton, so no. Chocolate Hazelnut, nothing. No. Unfortunately, those are no's because I can't smell a damn thing on those sticks. Room 129, this is just Bubblicious bubblegum. No. Hannah, Strawberry Delight, no. Vanille Brillante, no. Initio, Atomic Rose, no. Absolute Aphrodisiac, this is a yes. This mellowed. So the cinnamon mellowed and it's blending with some other notes in here. This is a really beautiful night fragrance. This is a yes. And the one that I had to roll on, it smells like coffee. In the dry down, goes a little burnt coffee. This is also a no. Venom of Love, smells like Jergens, no. Chocolate Queen, no. Baklava Royale, yellow. Ultimate Aphrodisiac, no. Choco Exclusive, no. The Embrace, no. And I've already said no. Raised Spirit, yellow. Why? Because it reminds me so much of The World According to Arthur, Baby Cat, and I want to wear it. Wow, I'm a little surprised by that. Caramel Pop, yellow. And the only reason why it's yellow is because I don't know if I prefer this caramel pop to What About Pop or to José's Shish, Gourmand Bacour Shish, which smells like caramel popcorn. What did I do, guys? I think I did okay. I told you, there were a lot of them that I like, but I knew they probably weren't going to make it. I'm not even doing a recap because for the most part, most of them are going to be red. That's it. Thank you for being here on this part of my journey with me. I appreciate it. You got anything you want to share, please put it in the comments. I love to know what you guys think. We have some good notes coming up too. I am not ready to do the notes of chocolate or vanilla, but they're coming because obviously I have so many. You may see some of these again because they go into the note round, and if they can beat their peers, then they possibly can save themselves. Like an episode of Survivor. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.